Yo, this is the Talk of the Town podcast.
Yo, this is the Talk of the Town podcast.
Yo, this is the Talk of the Town podcast.
Man, this is the Talk of the Town podcast.
Talk of the Town podcast.
Cut.
Yo, what's good, y'all? We back with another episode of the Talk of the Town podcast. This your boy Scorch here.
It's your girl Bling Fairy.
It's your boy Jamal Gasol, the one and only.
On today's show, we got Kayshaun Bivins coming through.
A local comedian / clothing line in the process. I believe it's what? Humble but Cocky?
Humble but Cocky, baby.
Yes, he's
Give us a
coming
breakdown.
through. Well, he's coming through with his new clothing line. He's going to talk a little bit about his merch, and we're going to dig a little bit further and see what other kind of information we can get from him.
Okay. Yeah, man, it should be definitely a good one for the books, man. Let's get into this episode of the
Talk of the Town podcast.
I like how that go. It'll be like this.
You silly as
Shit
hell.
fire. That shit fire. That shit fire.
Hey guys, it's us here at Talk of the Town podcast, 716 Boss Editions. I'm the Bling Fairy.
It's your boy Jamal Gasol.
It's your boy Scorch in the building, as always.
And it's your boy Kayshaun, Humble but Cocky, clothing brand, comedian, everything you need, I'm right here.
Dang, he just jumped all into the stuff,
Yeah, I like
That was dope. See how he went right in with it.
I like how he flowed it.
That was fire.
He didn't need no
People don't
introduction.
normally do that.
No, they know he brought
That's
stuff.
dope.
Yeah, he brought murder
You gotta
now.
be prepared.
He
You gotta
brought-
be prepared.
Thank yous and shit.
I respect that, man. That's
Yeah,
good.
He don't talk
Good
this
shit.
humble
Good
cocky game. He humble but cocky as fuck.
Extra shout out. Extra
that.
shout out to him.
That's
Yeah,
the
Sean,
shit.
let's go.
Appreciate y'all.
You messed up my shit. How am I supposed to introduce? Well, since you introduced
Good
yourself,
job.
I know, right? You trying to take over?
Something like no, that'll be cocky. I'm humble. That'll be cocky. I'm
You
humble.
can't take me a spot. I'm the girl of this.
Got you. My fault.
All right. So I'm just gonna kick it off and just get into the questions because he'll introduce himself. All right. So now, since you already stated your clothing line, Humble but Cocky, how did you come about the name for your clothing line?
Alright, so I was going with Rich already. And then I started seeing a lot of people already have Rich in their clothing lines and stuff like that. So my boy Nori, shout out to my boy Nori Issa. He came to me with this clothing line and he was like, yo, HBC. And I'm like, what's that or whatever? And he like, Humble but Cocky. So when he said the name to me, my eyes just got like super big. I'm like, Humble but Cocky. I'm like, that fits, that kind of fits me. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm like, oh wait, that fits other people too. Because you can usually be humble and then you can be cocky if you need to get there, but you can be highly humble and highly cocky if you need to get like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like in different things too. It's not all about just, having money, being cocky. You can have like clothing lines and you can be real humble with it and be cocky. Like, I got this, it's so much like with this name that you can just like do. Like, you got rappers. Real humble, some of them cocky, but they can get in their cocky ways and things like that. So shout out to my boy Nori on that one.
And yo, we gonna keep it moving with exactly what you're talking about, so you can elaborate more when I throw this in. My question is, is your clothing line geared towards college students?
Okay, so the HBC, my cousin Nevaeh, she goes to a HBCU in Atlanta. So when I did the HBC, Lex Westbrook, he hit me. He was like, yo, you should try HBCU University. And I'm like, that's smart. So right now I have a mock-up right now I'm doing. I basically did HBCU Pride. So she told me to do HBCU Pride. I don't know what the Pride is for, but I'm gonna figure it out. But she told me to do HBCU. She told me she put the Pride in there. I was just doing HBCU as a university.
Never
But she told
Pride of the colleges.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So then I put
Like hold it down.
Yeah, like hold it down probably. That's what I was thinking too.
know.
But I basically did that. I got the HBCU Pride, and then I put like all of the HBCU schools like onto the.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
I'm gonna be coming out with
fire.
those pretty soon, and basically trying to hit all the HBCUs up for those and stuff like that. That's just really what I'm working on with that one.
You know how to get on Google and see what HBCU Pride stand for.
Yeah, man, I'm about to say, I know my boys went to HBCU down in North Carolina, down in Salisbury.
Yeah, my daughter.
I forgot what the school was called, but I went up there. He a Kappa.
I mean, I'm talking about HBCU.
Yeah, see, like I had a few, like like Jabril and Jamar. And
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, I don't remember the name of the damn school, but
I forgot what they went to.
It's in South Bend, North Carolina.
It's definitely down there. Yeah. I know exactly what you're talking about. Actually, I think it's
Shroud and went there, little Quran.
Yeah, Quran and all of them. Yeah. They was out there. Yeah,
my son
D.
D.
Yo.
Yeah, them boys was out there.
Yeah, for sure.
So yo, with the fact that like, you know, in the town, everybody knows you also for being like Black Ernie's son, a well-known comedian in the city. And the people know that you do comedy too.
Yeah.
How do you get the comedy and your merchandise to blend, like the humble but cocky, as far as being a comedian?
So with that, I would say like I kind of like don't blend it, but like I blend it as in if I'm doing anything, like it can be a party, it can be a comedy show, it can be a podcast, anything. I'm coming with my merch on. So to get my merch out there, and then people already like not being cocky, but you know that's me. I'm cocky, but you feel me? Like everybody know like. Hey yo, he funny. Like I've been getting that since I was in like middle school. You know, so many people I've had friends tell me like, yo, you should do comedy. You should do comedy. Like as I was growing up. But to me, I thought that like me, I'm just naturally funny. You know, it's not like I'm not just doing this. I'm just really being me. Like you know. Yeah. So then like I was like, you know what? I'm gonna try it. So blending this in, I was like, you know what? Sometimes you gotta like. I went on this show. I was in New York City. What he was talking about earlier. So I was at this show or whatever with Sway in the Morning and them and stuff like that. And that's what made me humble myself, because that was my first time ever getting booed, and I had to realize like, you know, okay, you from a different state, you know, it's sometimes harder to please other people. So I was like, you know what, that humbled me, because I was real cocky at first, you know. I'm doing shows with Talent the Comedian, you got Rima from Buffalo, you got who else did I do one with?
Oh, he's about to come.
Ezel. I brought Ezel out. Yeah, AJ Johnson. I brought Ezel out. Rest in peace to AJ Johnson. Yeah.
Schuler King.
Yeah, Schuler King too. So I did a couple shows, and it was like I was real cocky with it. You know, I'm like, yeah, I'm bodying them. They want me to come back. Man, I got to New York City. It was like, humble yourself. Like, you got to but you need it. And that's why, like, when I did that show, it kind of like bothered me a little bit. So now I was like, I ain't doing these no more. So I'm like, no, you can't let that. That's just humbling you. So you just got to sometimes know when to be humble and when to be cocky, you know? And that's how I like blend it in there.
I like that, man. I mean, living proof, and you make it to your event, promotion, and to your personality.
Yeah.
I like that.
Thank you.
All right, so now my next question, I'm just going to throw it in here. I see you got your merchandise on the table. How would people be able to purchase your merchandise? Do you have like an online store? They just come hit you up like, yo, BK, let me get that humble cocky.
Well, see, some people do that, but right now I actually put it on like a little pause. Because like my vendor was having like money problems and stuff like that, like to send me, like for me to send him the money. So I put it on pause a little bit, because now I want to come back out and I want to have the website done. I want to have like everything in stock, because it was like when I first did it, these was the first pieces right here. So this was the first piece. It was this color and it was white, and they sold out in 2 days. So I was like, you know what? I gotta really get on it. So I started tapping in with H&M, and that's what brought me to this.
Okay.
And then after H&M, I was like, you know what? I gotta get back to my vendor. So it's like.
Wait, hold on. You said H&M, the clothing store?
Yeah.
This gonna be in the clothing store?
No, like I just teamed up with them to get like these products.
Oh, okay.
Like products.
I can imagine.
Yeah, like I teamed up.
Oh shit!
I teamed up to get like products with them and stuff like that, and like
Good material.
Yeah, good material. That's what I mean. Yeah. So basically, you know, they just have to just bear with me. It'll be back out probably same time this podcast come out. We just gonna drop it like that, there. You know.
They told me.
There you go.
I heard it first.
Sure.
Absolutely talking to town, but I definitely got these hats, and they definitely only $10 right now, so you can get those if you want those right now. And I have these hoodies. You just tell me a color and the size you need. $30. Not too high, not too much. You know, pricey, good material, good fabric. Even this come from Pakistan. Good material.
Straight off the boat.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I had a backstory to you, y'all.
No.
That's what I'm saying, good material.
Good material.
Just nice.
Yeah, I was saying, is that the Red the Garden too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo, see, this is nice.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm scared of you.
All right, I'm gonna jump in here. So how long you been doing comedy?
Comedy. I've been doing comedy. I jumped into comedy seriously. I want to say like my 11th grade year of high school.
That's
And-
kind of early. But
But
good.
Yeah, but what I did it because why did I do it? I did it because basically like like I said a lot like earlier in the show. I basically said it because a lot of people was like, oh yo, you funny, da da da. You should try it, this, that, and the third. People was like giving me like a lot of compliments on it. So when I tried it, in the first show I did, it went good.
You did the what's her name too. That's crazy. My cousins hit me. Y'all all, I want to say y'all all was in the same graduation class. Our cousins is the Jamaican twins.
Daja and
Oh yeah, Daja.
Remember I came up and y'all had me do the big commercial. Y'all was acting silly.
Oh
This shit was wild.
Yeah.
They was like, yo, you did the talk at the time years
yeah.
ago.
Yeah, you
and
did.
my little cousin, they brought me back. We hadn't filmed in years, but what year was that y'all graduated?
2015 and 16.
Okay, we was done at like 14 or something like that. So it had been years past. And they're like, no man, we need you to come. And then Manny was wrapped up in it too.
Yep.
Manny, rest in peace to Manny.
Manny, for sure. What's up, my dog?
He was, I think he had did a commercial, and then you had did the party, right? Then you do the party first?
I did a party. Yeah, we
Yeah,
all did.
Manny was wrapped up in it.
Actually, that was a mirror miles we had. They had
Amir,
the ice house. The ice house. I know.
Shout out to Amir, man.
Yeah,
He don't move down. He don't move down.
Yo, I remember your first comedy show here in the Falls. I was there front row.
Yep. July 5th.
We got a date.
So speaking of comedy, right? Who you think is the funnier comedian? Mike Epps or Cat Williams?
Eyes lock him in.
Mike Epps or Cat Williams? That's a little debate because I don't know. Mike a funny dude. Like Mike funny off that stage. Like Mike funny all year round. Cat Williams been doing it longer though. You feel me? But it's like
Cat Williams funny.
Cat Williams a hilarious person. So it's like them two. It's hard to compare those. Like, me personally, I would have to go with Cat Williams.
I was gonna say, man,
I would have to go with Cat Williams.
Him in distress.
I would have to go.
Him in distress.
Mike Epps is just naturally
funny. He reminded me of somebody that you can just come around.
Yeah,
like,
that nigga be funny at the cookout.
On the cookout, he is clown.
He ain't got to tell no joke.
He just ran him just straight out.
He could be, because there's certain people that be like, how you doing? Hey, what's up? You just laugh.
This one cousin of mine, I swear to God, I could just see him and we'd just be laughing, like just start rolling for no reason. I'm like, yo, why do we still do this? We grown now. Like, but it's just like, yo,
people got that connection with people. Funny, like, you know what I mean? They got a sense of humor.
And it's like, I really got a lot of connections with people, so it'll be like different things that I do or different things that I say, people just think is just the funniest. I'd be like, all right, if that's what makes your day, I got you. I'm all about making somebody's day.
And you be serious too.
So serious.
See, right now, so serious. That is so serious.
I like that natural funny shit, man. It works better than niggas that be trying to be funny.
Yeah,
trying.
That's why I think that in New York City, I was trying too hard. When I did the Sway in the Morning, I was trying instead of just literally getting up there and being myself. And then it was like, brain fire. Just out. Because it's like you got so many people. You got this before 504 even got big. Like, I got videos of him, performing that song and everything. Like, this before he got crazy big, man. I'm talking about, like, boy had on. Man. Now we had on now.
See,
and I'm just like, yo, that's crazy because I could have really connected, But I'm just thinking, like, he just,
New York City, you get to connect with so many people down there, like, on the come up. That's one thing I love about, like, traveling and going different places because, it's motion going on in all the big cities. We up here in a small city where, like, Buffalo and Rochester may be the closest thing or opportunity. Or Cleveland, you know what I mean? But we gotta go out the way to see it. New York City, that shit going on all the time. And stars coming up.
We be talking about that, like you can go to New York and just see people living regular. Like you may see them on like you saw about earlier, like Love and Hip Hop, but then it'd be like you may go there and go to a corner store or something in the Bronx or Brooklyn or something, and you'll bump into that character, and it's nothing like what you see on TV. They just regular, like.
I thought you was regular.
Walking past people like, yo, is that such and such?
Yeah, I look like that
They're
person.
regular people.
No, yeah.
That's how I really be though in the city.
But that's good though. So we need that.
Hey,
Uh-oh.
look at you always trying to cut me off. Man. There's 3 of us now.
Shit, man.
Alright, so now back to my question. Now, in regards to the trends of clothing and comedy, how are you gonna plan on staying ahead of the game?
Well, see, staying ahead of the game to me basically is you gotta just make sure you on your P's and Q's at all times, because like sometimes you can have a chuck up, but you gotta make sure you got something to cover that up with. And I plan on so with comedy and a clothing line, I plan on using this clothing line when I do my comedy. And then I also have other people, like I got, shout out to my boy Quadriolison, my best friend, I got him in the league and stuff like that. So, I'm just thinking like other different things as if, okay, let me do some things for the NFL, like I said earlier, HBCU colleges, just to make sure I'm staying on top of things. And then also even when they look into my Instagram pages of Humble Bakaki, you can also follow me and my boy Nori on them pages too. And it's I'm just hoping for the best with this of everything, because like I said earlier, humble but cocky. Like it's everybody in the world is humble, but they can get into their cocky ways. You know what I'm saying? Like outspoken, outgoing, doing what they gotta do.
I'm gonna need some of this for the airport.
I got you.
And then when I get on the next network, I'm gonna rock it too with Bling Fair. Humble Bakaki Bling Fair.
I got you. Just let me know.
And then I'm gonna rock the Piff, because we already got Piff in some of the
Yeah. Shout out that Piff too. Shout out that Piff clothing line, and
I don't got no clothing line. You doing something? I don't got no clothing line. Just wear 2 watches when you do it.
Just wear 2 watches.
I put my Rolex on this arm, and then I put my Michael Kors on this arm.
Just got 2 watches. Alright, yo. I want to know, well, every show, this is my last question. I do it for everybody, just like we both do it. So, my question is, everybody knows you from Niagara Falls, right?
Yes.
But what they may not know, because you travel, you said, you did a show in New York, and I plan on seeing you in other places, hoping you make it big.
Right.
Where are you from within the city? For the people that don't know.
Well, I'm from Niagara Falls, New York, big 716, and it's a little town, but we gotta make it out some way, some way, somehow.
Man, what hood you from?
Oh, I'm from Highland all day.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, so you want to know exactly where I'm from? See, I didn't want to be ghetto, I start throwing up a dub, like, yeah, what's up?
The reason why I ask everybody that is because when you make it to where you want to be.
That was a
that was real humble, but cocky.
This is like a biography piece for you. So nobody can't.
I'm straight from the dome.
Nobody can't take that from you.
Oh no.
So nobody can't be like, he wasn't out here. He wasn't doing the clothing and stuff when he was at home. Like.
Oh no, yeah, 716 Niagara Falls, Highland Avenue. That's definitely where I'm from.
If y'all know
Deborah Perry, rest up, auntie. That's who raised me. That's where it's from.
Rest in peace, Deborah.
Real shit,
For real.
And so we kept the files right here.
Okay, so since we from the same side of town, right?
What's up?
I'm gonna ask you on your fashion. Air Force Ones or Air Jordans?
I'm an Air Force One all day. You can give me a pair of all whites.
Yeah. I respect that.
What Jay-Z say?
All white.
What he say? He said some all whites and some night airs.
I'm gonna say something y'all never heard nobody say. Jordan can miss. Jordans, the sneakers can miss.
Them all whites and
All whites ain't miss.
All whites gonna
They
be
the
the
most
time.
versatile kicks in the game, man.
Yeah, listen. Just don't wear no black ups, man.
Yeah,
Don't wear no black ups.
I just think about my Black Force, man. I remember I had some Black Force that turned green, man. Them shit, I had them that long, like.
That don't happen.
Where you get it from? The backstory?
The underlying color.
So much. They turned green.
The underlying color flash is green.
I done ran outside the garbage in these. I done went to the mailbox in these. I done played straight ball in these. Yeah.
Doing what you
I done
gotta
had
do.
Jimmy in these.
He said those are store rooms.
Yeah.
tour runs for sure.
Yeah, like, you know what I mean? Okay, then, and the last question that we like to ask all of our guests that come on the show. What makes you feel that you are the talk of the town?
Oh, I'm me. I'm just me. Like, I'm a well person, you know, and I'm gonna respect and get respected, you know? So it's just like, that's what make me, and I feel like that, honestly, this is some cocky stuff. Like, I feel like there's nobody or can be another me. Like, there's nobody, like, ever. Like, the things that I've done, the things that I do, you know, and I'm still gonna do these things to this day. Like, man, I'm a well-known person, and it's just like, I'm just me. Like, that's really what I got. That's what makes me talk. Like,
I know somebody else gonna be you.
Who?
Your son.
Yeah, you better know. Yeah, you better know that. It's already there for him. Yeah. It's already there for him. Yeah. I'm paving the way. You feel me? I'm paving the way. He just got to make sure he's going down the same path. Right. And I'm going to make sure that.
And when you said like the known, the well, I seen it and as we sit here, I'm like, y'all definitely was there for they class. Y'all was going in.
Nah, yeah.
Yo.
Yeah.
They was crazy too.
High school is what gave me this confidence. For real.
Really?
Yeah, high school gave me this confidence. A lot of people.
I feel like Niagara Falls High School has that impact on people's.
That's the time. If you think about it, when you get to high school, if you think you want to be famous, when you get to that, you gotta try it here.
But also, it was so crazy because in my high school years, like, it was a big group of us, so we was like MG, you know. So it was a big group of us. We had rappers, we had football players, we had everything. Like, we had everything on lockdown. It was just like each person was doing something, you know. Mm-hmm. So then it was like us even having that group was just an extra kick. It was just an extra kick in high school, so it made me.
I only got to go to Niagara Falls High School for 1 year, and I definitely agree with that whole, like, Niagara Falls High School gives you a confidence.
Yes.
Like, it gives you a boost, like, you know what I mean, motivation. We may lose games and shit, but niggas come back next week, cocky as shit.
What? Say it again.
I don't give a fuck. You just be 6-0, I'm on shit this week. No, like, I'm better than now. I'm just on shit. Yeah, I mean,
from here on out.
As I said, there's a confidence in that high school, man. I definitely agree with that.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, well, yeah, I want to thank you for coming on the show, though, man. Definitely appreciate you coming through.
Definitely.
Oh, wait, before we leave, drop in your tags. Let them know how to get
Oh, yeah, so just what y'all can do.
Definitely
Add me on Facebook, Humble Bakaki 2022. You can also follow that on Instagram. You feel me? I got these right here. I got postcards, anything you need. And you can hit my personal Facebook, too, as well, just to get some information from me if you need it. That'll be Kayshaun Bivins on Facebook. Or like I said, you can follow the Humble Bakaki on Instagram 2022 or Humble Bakaki 2022 on Facebook as well.
Okay. Make sure y'all subscribe, like the channel, hit that subscribe button under this video, hit the like button.
Yo, he gave us stuff.
Sure, man, appreciate this, man. It's the first gift that actually came with something for the homies, man.
It gave us stuff.
Hey, man, I ain't taking no shot at y'all, but give me something, G.
He gave us stuff.
I'm giving you my time, man. I need something, man.
You said the path. You said the standards high, because I'm just like, nigga, what you got?
Right on the fridge.
Because last week,
fridge memory, right? You know what I mean?
For sure. I want to thank y'all for sure for having me on here. Shout out to this show, for real. Make sure y'all tune in, man.
Make sure y'all put y'all merch and to us
Make sure y'all get with that piff. You know what I'm saying? Just tap in, man. We all working.
Yes, sir.
And this is another episode of the Talk to the Town podcast.
Let's go.
All right, you guys, this was another lovely edition of 716 Bosses Talking to Town podcast. Y'all, he stepped up the platform high. He gave us merchandise. Y'all.
It's the little things that count, man.
Yes, I'm like real happy.
What stands out from other people, man. Sometimes it's the small things you do that separate you from others, man.
And by he, we talking about Kayshaun. You know what I mean? He came through, well-known comedian, clothing designer from Niagara Falls. Held it down. Knew how to answer them questions. Hilarious.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Humble but
I want to say the apple don't fall too far from the tree, man. You know, shout out to Ernie Bivins too, man. Big known comedian from the Falls. See if these joints look like, man. Humble but cocky. Bless you, young man.
Bless you.
Yes, we do have children here. Continue.
Sorry.
Yeah, he got good material, man. Real talk, good material. I said that the whole
Oh, wait. It's got some Hold on. I just
Inside
this
too.
over too.
It matches on the inside. I'm over cocky.
Yeah.
Look at this. So I can wear it down like this. Or
Oh, I ain't pee.
that's supposed to be yours.
I'm gonna keep mine fresh. I'm letting
I
y'all.
ain't got a haircut. I can't take my hat off
Y'all
to show y'all.
y'all gonna be the guinea pig.
Just know
I can't put mine, so I got a ponytail on. Well, that's my
I'm
hair.
gonna get this to my son to wear now. This, yeah, he gonna rock this one. I ain't
This
gonna
is
lie.
mine.
Ain't no bad language on it. Anybody can wear it.
Yeah, I like this one.
Ain't near nothing
I support
discriminative.
So yeah, we definitely appreciate you for coming through, big dog.
Yeah, shout out to Kayshaun, man.
Yeah,
And once again, y'all,
man.
this is the what?
Man, this is the Talk of the Town podcast.
This is the Talk of the Town podcast.
Man, this is the Talk of the Town podcast.
Talk of the Town podcast.
Cut.